When clients approach retirement, obviously the spreadsheets, performance reports, all these things, but there's a lot of questions that we ask that really don't show up in traditional planning conversation. For many clients, right, what's their structure in retirement, and identity and connection? What fills that gap now that work's gone? Is it travel? Is it volunteering, consulting, time with grandkids? So there's so many things that go on. Give us an example of some stories or folks that you've worked with over the past that really have built some clarity in their retirement plan.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I found really interesting when we were talking about this earlier is Mass Mutual, massive insurance company. They did a study last year. They studied 2,000 people in retirement. And the findings was the amount of people that were actually happy in retirement. Were they more happy in retirement or not? 67% of people said that they're more happy being retired than they were when they were working, right? Which, 67%, that's a great number. But what that tells us as retirement planners, that there's a third, 1 out of every 3 retiree is not happy in retirement. And that really presents a problem for us. And that's kind of the one thing that we see as retirement planners. It's just going beyond the X's and O's. It's like, great, we can build a plan to show you how you can accomplish X, Y, and Z. But how do you actually create that step to give yourself purpose, to make yourself happy in retirement? One story that I love, it's probably one of my favorite stories. A family that we work with, they retired this past year. One of their goal was to go on a big trip. They basically have like a bucket list trip each and every year that they want to take. We built the plan. We allocated X amount of dollars towards this. And they're coming in for a meeting, and we're going to review their retirement plan and, see if they're on track and everything. And before the meeting even starts, the wife looks at me and she goes, "Kyle, I just want to let you know, like, we ended up doing what you told us to do." And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, shoot, hopefully I told him something good, because I don't know what she's talking about here. And I'm like, hey, jog my memory. Like, what are we talking about? And she goes, "We ended up booking that trip, and we booked it first class." And I thought that was so cool because, some people think traveling first class, right? And for some people, it's a lot. They'll just never do that, right? They just don't have the mindset to do that. They never thought that they wanted to do it, or really never thought it was possible financially. We built it in their plan to show them. But what that gave them the ability to do, because this was a big trip, like they were going on a safari trip to Africa, right? We're talking 25 hours in a plane. So to be able to sit on a plane, be able to lie down and rest, like you're getting off that plane, you're fully rested, ready to go for that trip. That's such a shift in retirement, being able to do that and kind of live that lifestyle. And you could just see the smile on their face light up. That's one of the more favorite stories that I've heard recently.
The other thing too, they had confidence that they could do that. Obviously, you and obviously the team at SHP built a plan for them where not only did they book their dream trip, but they obviously were confident that they could book first class as well.